Hey chickies, okay, today we are doing a mani using a humongous stamper and some seriously freaky stuff happened. Anyway, let's get into it. I really hope you like it. You're curious now, aren't you? Okay, so before we get into the humongous stamper and the freaky stuff, first we've got to paint the base color. I'm using Black Onyx by OPI, 2 thin coats of that, and that's on 3 of my nails. On my index nail, I'm going to be sponging some fabulously yummy gold glitter from Starly. So just before we do that, I need to protect the skin around my nails from all of that glitter deliciousness by using Simply Peel by Bliss Kiss. As I mentioned before, I'm going to be using a gold glitter. This is a hollow gold glitter from Starly. It's called King Midas, and we're going to be using a latex-free sponge to sponge that on my nail, and that's just going over my base coat. No base color. There's no gold base color at all. Don't really need it with this one. I normally would just paint this on, and you could definitely do that, but for this particular one, I decided to sponge it. No actual reason for it, just wanted to. Because you can most definitely get full coverage with 2 thin coats of this gorgeous yumminess. It's very hollow. It's very, very hollow. Once you've taken off whatever it is that you're using to protect the skin around your nails, you will have a little bit of glitter on your skin, and I really do recommend that you try and get rid of that as soon as possible. Straight away. Don't go and make yourself a cup of tea and wait for this to dry before you start cleaning it. You may also need to use an orange wood stick to get some of the little bits that are a little bit more stubborn, because you do not want to leave that on your skin, because it will be an absolute nightmare to remove. Next, we're going to clean up the area around that black polish, and this is, I suppose, a little bit of an add-on to the video I posted the other day about how to paint your nails like a normal person. I don't want anyone to think that I was casting aspersions on any of the professional people, because I admire them a great deal, and especially the ones that can paint without having to clean up. It's like they're just goddesses, obviously, and gods, because there's plenty of male nail artists out there. I also wanted to mention something that this girl said to me on Instagram. I don't know why she said it, but she basically thought that was a bad thing that I wasn't painting the polish all the way to the cuticle line. Now, I started doing it this way about 6 years ago, and the reason for that is, and this is what other people have said to me before as well, like before I started doing it, was that 1, it just looks neater, and 2, it actually gives the appearance that your nails are longer than they really are. And at the time I needed that because I was a nail biter from hell. It was just terrible. Anyway, so I'm just ignoring her, and she can just kick rocks as far as I'm concerned, because I don't think she really knows what she's talking about. Anyway, rant over. I've added a coat of Seche Vite to the gold glitter nail, and I'm also adding a coat of Seche Vite to all of the black nails, because we're going to be stamping on those ones as well. But isn't this pretty? Just look at that. It's just so yummy and rainbow and delicious. So let's move on to this massively humongous stamper from Bundle Monster. I saw Madam Luck on Instagram use this very stamper months and months ago, and it was about, I don't know, a week later or 2 weeks later that I actually went on to Bundle Monster's website and to purchase one, and they were all sold out. So I just put my email address in and notify me when they come back in stock, and so they did, and they came back in stock a couple of weeks ago, and so I bought one, and I thought I bought one, but I actually bought 2. I don't know how I did it. I don't know why I didn't know. I do know the value of $1. I have to say that I don't just willy-nilly go and put double things in my cart and then just, but obviously I did do that this time. But yeah, I was really shocked. When I first got the parcel, I actually thought they had been kind enough to send me an extra one, like for nothing, but they didn't, because no. Anyway, so what I thought I'd do is I give one away, because I don't need 2 of these things. They're too big, like one's big enough, but I certainly don't need two. So I thought I would do a quick giveaway. I'll give you all of the details, and I'll also give you one of these little things. It's like a magic eraser thing. I'll explain a bit more about that in another video. But you have to prime these things because they come super shiny, and they apparently don't work if you don't prime them. Anyway, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be giving that away, plus a couple of other things. I probably won't be giving away any actual polish because it's kind of difficult to get it out of the country. I have tried to do it. I mean, well, Amber knows the perfume was a nightmare. So anyway, we won't talk about that. But yeah, I'm going to do just a mini. It's not going to be a big giveaway or anything, but I thought, you know, given the fact that I accidentally bought two and I don't need two, I would give one away to you lot. Just the one, so it's kind of unfair, but anyway, so yeah, stay tuned for that. So whilst I was accidentally putting two of these big stampers in my cart, I also put a couple of stamping plates from Bundle Monster in, one of which is the Nail Stamp for Fun blogger contribution stamper plate. I think that's what they call it. Anyway, Nail Stamp for Fun, I'll put her details in the description box down below. She is so talented. She's a massively amazing stamper. So she has a YouTube channel. You can go and check her out. But I'm going to use this massive big image on her plate. So with this massive big humongous stamper. Okay, so let's get on to this stamping. Now I'm using the Mexican stamping polish, and I do promise I will attempt to pronounce that name again very soon, just not in this video because it's too much pressure with all of this other freaky stuff going on. So I'm using a pink, a yellow and a blue, and we're going to blend them together with the scraper from Picture Polish. So basically to do that you just scrape back and forth a couple of times, and then we're going to try and pick up this image on this stamper. And look, like actually not bad at all, but I don't think I didn't like the way I scraped the polish, so I'm going to take it off with sticky tape, and then oh gosh, I meant to film that. I'm so sorry. We're going to redo the actual placing the polish on the stamper. I mean on the plate. Oh god, I'm getting really confused. This thing's just freaking me out. Sorry. As you can see with this one, I did a much better blend, and then basically rather than pressing the stamper onto the nail, you press the nail onto the stamper, and that's all great. That all worked out quite well, but for some reason the stamping polish dried. It dried it just dried really quickly, but it still went onto my nail somewhat, as you can see. Now when I mentioned the freaky stuff, this is what I'm talking about. Now because the polish is dry, and then it was like static electricity, and so it was following my cleanup brush around, as you can see. It's kind of freaky. And I actually called my son down and said, check this out, and he's like, oh gosh, that's so freaky. So I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it's static. It's just strange. It just freaked me out. I hope you weren't expecting something even freakier than that, because this is all I've got for you. So I hope I haven't disappointed anyone who was expecting something truly freaky. But this did freak me out, because it was like, it did. It freaked me out. It's like, it's got a mind of its own. It's very strange. It wasn't just my my cleanup brush. It did the same thing with my orange wood stick, like the other end of my orange wood stick. So I don't know what was going on and why it was doing it. And as you can see, the stamping's crap, but I was just having a lot of fun with this kind of weird thing that was happening. So and in the end, I just basically soaked my brush in my non-acetone remover, and that sort of settled it down. I was able to get it to kind of lay down onto my nail and stay there. So anyway, it was just a little bit of freaky stuff. So as you can see, the stamping wasn't that successful, but there are some good bits in it, and I really it was late. It was really late and I didn't want to do it again. So basically I decided to fill it, or not fill it, cover it with I&M Nails Northern Lights Gold Holo Top Coat, because I just thought that would make it look a little bit better, slightly. I think it's just, yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of practicing with this stamper, as is whomever wins the other one that I bought. But yeah, oh well, it doesn't matter. I love practicing, it's fun. Frustrating, but it's fun. Ended up doing 2 coats of that I&M Nails Golden Northern Lights top coat. I can never remember the full name in the way it's supposed to be said. Also, I added a coat of Seche Vite over top of everything, just to, you know, because I love it so much, as per usual. And that's it for this one. I really hope you like it, even if there was a little bit of freaky stuff going on. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing, and thanks for that delicious thumbs up. Bye. Oh, and don't forget the giveaway. That's coming around really soon, so you make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out.